Hello all, it's All Out War time again. This is number 4. Really stringing this series along a lot. I thought it would have ended at the second one, then the third one came out. Thought for sure that was the end of that, and now fourth one's come out. So I'm not even going to try and predict whether another one's going to come out or whether they're going to try and keep this going. No idea. But we'll just jump straight into this and start stage 1. I'm gonna we'll see what team I choose. I'm not 100% sure. We might throw in a few 5 stars, a few of my newer 5 stars. We'll see what I pick to who the leader is we might go a melee team here. Yeah, we'll go a melee team. So we'll have Ezekiel as leader, bring in Hirsch, the new Hirsch, of course, with that amazing rush and also that execution specialist skill. We'll bring in the Krista, I think, maybe Toe. No, not him. Okay, we'll bring in Rod, who I haven't used, and we'll change out Tyrese for Aaron. And the reason for that is Aaron has the plus 30 crit rush, which for a melee is a really big rarity, and then I'll just give him some crit weapons for these zombies. So this is going to be, I'm going to set this team purely up for zombies and probably use it in the people stages, being that it's not a high recommended team grade here. I've not too far over it. I've only got the extra plus in there, but they should be okay. Now with this 4-star Aaron, I have to, even though he's not fantastic, he doesn't have a great leader skill or an outstanding rush or anything like that, he's one of them rare characters that is a melee that actually has a crit rush. 5-star Ben is another one that has a crit rush and he's also a melee, but I'm sure there's probably another few out there, but they're the 2 I've seen so far. But it's very rare to actually find a melee with a crit rush. Now if you think about it, there's 1,001 ranged characters with those crit rushes. You got Richard, you got Rick, you got Connor, and the list just goes on and on with all these ranged characters with crit rushes. But when you come over to the melee side, it's actually very rare to find a melee with a crit rush. So like I said, Aaron, though he's not outstanding in any way, he's absolutely great, and I guess a nice little rarity in regards to those crit rushes in a melee to have. What it basically allows me to do is have not only Ezekiel as leader with the medium drop chances and boosts to drop rates, I should say, on stages, but it also allows me to raid the higher stages because I've got Aaron's crit rush going off there. Usually I don't have that second thing and I'm not able to bring in all melees, just purely because the majority of crit rushes are found in ranged characters. So previously my zombie raiding team and farming team and things like that were actually all ranged because I could only get them crit rushes in those ranged characters. But now that I can get it in the melee, I'm able to put it on fast forward in those higher stages and feel comfortable enough that these guys are going to get through it because they've got that plus 30 crit of Aaron's rush there. Previously I couldn't do that. I had to keep bringing the range characters, so I couldn't get the medium drop boost to drop rates just because I don't have a medium booster that is a range. I only have the melee. So that is why if you do get one of him, don't feel the need to throw him straight into the supply depot. Like I said, he's not an amazing character, but that plus 30 crit makes him very valuable to any roster. And having that texture and that range within your roster really makes things a bit more interesting in regards to farming and also these sorts of stages, because it allows you to bring in those medium boosters. If you do have melee medium boosters, then it allows you to bring in those guys for these, even not so much these stages, but your high grade levels and things like that in regards to S1, S1 plus. It allows you to bring in those extra crit ones for those, which are going to come in more handy when you get to those later stages, and you're going to need that boost to crit. So just be very wary if you ever do win an Aaron, how valuable he is in regards to that crit rush and how useful he can be when it comes to getting that crit boost for your melee team. Like I said, range characters are a diamond. There's a dozen of them that have these crit rushes, but melees are a bit rarer, so it makes them that bit valuable. And I guess, roster worthy in regards to taking up that space, so you're able to mix things up a bit. But these guys are doing, you know, they're doing fairly well considering they are a team set up for zombies. They're still doing fine with these human stages here, and that's basically because you've got to make sure when you get to these stages, if you are struggling or anything like that, make sure you're using your trait bonuses, because that's how you're going to get rid of these people a bit quicker, so they're not killing you, and you're gonna, you know, less damage is a lot better. The more damage you do, the less damage you're gonna take in. But basically, I always say, when it comes to human stages, you want to make sure you're setting up I always try and set up 2 trait parties, just so you got strength towards 2 traits, but you're also only weak towards 2 traits. It's very hard when you got weak against all 4 traits. When you're only vulnerable against 2 traits, it makes things a lot easier, and also makes targeting the opposite traits a lot quicker. They're going to die a lot quicker, you're going to do a lot more damage, and that means you're going to take on a lot less damage, which is nice. And that's just basically what I'm doing here. I'm making sure I'm using those trait bonuses, not only do the maximum damage I can do, but to get rid of those plays as quick as possible, so they're doing less damage to me. And at the moment it's fairly nice because I'm getting a lot of fast, which I have a fair 3 strongs in there, so I can get rid of those fairly comfortably. So it's working out fairly well. As always, if you are struggling, feel free to comment. If I'm not sort of tickled your fancy in this video and explained it well enough, then do comment. As you just saw there, and you've seen throughout the stages, Herschel's execution. Hopefully in the later stages maybe I'll be able to show you his rush and that revive of the character when they are dead. But you got to saw the execution in practice a bit there, which is always nice. As always, thanks for watching.